Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. I've been on holiday for the last 2 weeks. Back to work this week, but not until later this week. So, yeah, I've not been able to do any vlogs while I've been at work. So, um, because I've not been at work. So, what have I been up to during my holiday? So, on the first day of my holiday, I had my ADHD assessment. So I'm now formally diagnosed with ADHD. Still waiting for the formal autism assessment, but that's been accelerated because of that. I've had my birthday, and my car had to have its MOT. I've done a few live streams, gaming live streams. And me, Lee, Ryan, and Lee's wife Hannah are going off to play airsoft in Worthing uh, in a week or so. So that'll be fun. So yeah, apart from that, I've just been chilling out really. Um, Let me know what you think of the content on a Wednesday. I know it's something a bit different, but it's something I'm interested in. And yeah, I've had some mixed reviews. A couple of them have done better than I expected them to do. Um, but on this live stream, if I get anyone coming on, or if you watch it on the replay, um, I'm going to be looking at a video I found on YouTube. Um, what is it? It is bus drivers. No, buses in Brighton, June 2000 by Dave Spencer 32. Um, I will put his channel in the description. I think I might have already put his channel in the description. um, if you want to check out his channel and check out the video itself. So that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, if you want to jump in the chat and um, speak about it, we can have a chat. I'm not sure. What does that mean? All right, okay. I'll turn you on. Hello, Unknown MH4PD. It's an interesting username. So yeah, we're gonna be, or I'm gonna be having a look at these buses from 2002. Um, it's not something I would normally do, but I said the a Sunday stream or video will be to do with the bus industry, so I'm going to stick with that. Um, 2002 is 2 years before I started bus driving. They're Brighton and Hove buses, and yeah, I'm going to be seeing if any of them were still there when I joined. I would imagine there were. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking at. And I just want to say thank you to my very first member, Lewis. Um, Thank you for supporting the channel. And yeah, you're the very first one. You have that accolade. So let's go and have a look at this video. There's an old off there, a Lance.
104.
And a Scania.
803.
Driven both of those. Those went on the 7th.
824.
Obviously, I didn't drive any of the stagecoach ones.
South Coast buses number 30. (613) 771 765.
So already those the old Scanias that we saw there, they had stairs going in. They weren't buggy friendly. They were still there when I joined. Some of them had, the older ones had leather seats, which were a bit not so nice in the summer months, as I'm sure you can imagine. But also they had like something on the brake where you could set the brake, and yeah, that could be a bit of a nuisance as well.
KSK 980, Parks and Hamilton.
The old K-type, that is no longer at Brighton Post Office. I think it's been sold. Some sort of museum or something.
6447 HAP.
Never driven it. But the long
117.
Oh look, they're using
R338 and RU.
they're using the old bus lane through the middle there. The reason that was closed was because it was dangerous. People kept walking out in front of the buses. I'm assuming they weren't expecting the buses to be coming because it was like a contraflow. And you also had railings on all the corners around there. So it's quite a few accidents down there. The thing is with the Lances, they had a really weird driving position. It was like the seat was right back, your feet were going right out forward, but the steering wheel, you're sort of driving like this because the steering wheel wouldn't come that far towards you. And also when you put the handbrake on, when you took off your foot off the foot brake, it would lurch forward about a foot, some of them more. There was a few minor accidents at traffic lights, if I remember rightly, because of that as well. The driver stopping too close to the car in front, putting the handbrake on, taking his foot off the foot brake, and the bus lurching forward and just tapping the car in front.
Dorset Travel Services of Bournemouth. This one's OIL 3926, Harlequin, Edwards, Buckinghamshire.
Never driven a coach.
Sectra from Germany.
So these buses here, Oh, I forgot to change the thing. These buses, these buses here, um, they ended up on the sevens. So I'm assuming that the buses that are on the sevens well, I know actually they were the old darts. Um, but yeah, these Tridents, um, they weren't so good. Apparently, they had a smaller engine in these, and that had an effect on how they performed going up hills and stuff like that. The Tridents that were on the fives at this time had a bigger engine in, apparently, so I was told. And yeah, they were a lot more powerful. Though lovely buses to drive, actually. I really enjoyed driving the Tridents on the sevens, not so much these ones. Hello, Owen. So at the moment, Owen, we're watching this footage from 2000. So that's what we're talking about at the moment, or what I'm talking about at the moment. So yeah, let's restart the video.
ASO 4.
So there's one of the Tridents that were on the fives. Let's see if I can go back a touch. Yeah, over on the far side there. They were so nice to drive. Really nice to drive. And they're powerful. Yeah, they're great buses. Probably one of my favourite buses to drive, these ones. Wasn't keen on the last. And there's one of the old darts. What number is that? Can't quite see what the number is. Doing a 26. I wouldn't have driven that one unless it come to Conway after. We did get these when the Lances went. We got a load of these from Lewis Road to go onto the 81s.
$8.22.
I think that ended up at Conway Street as well. 822 rings a bell. These were fantastic guys. The old Volvos. They were 12 meters long. They had a hell of a tail swing, and but they were so light on steering, really light on steering, and the turning circle on them was fantastic. I would probably say this was my favourite bus to drive out of all of them, because it was just so comfortable to drive. Um, they were powerful. You never had any issues with them not being able to get up hills or anything. They're absolutely fantastic. And in fact, these are the ones that if I could buy one, I'd probably go for one of these. Um, a little bit too long. It'd either be one of these or a dart. Um, the reason being is I wouldn't keep the inside as a bus. I would transform it into like a camper, and I'd keep the front end of it bus style, but I would turn it into like a camper and tour the country with it. So yeah, these were absolutely fantastic. The only downside to them was they had a manual destination board, so you had to wind the destination, and you could always guarantee when it's freezing cold in the morning and you're first winding it up, the destination you wanted would be the opposite end of the reel to where you went. But yeah, fantastic buses they were.
218.
We actually had some of those in the orange 5 livery. We did have them on the 5s way back when I started. I never drove one of those.
188.
I know what that is. I don't even think they were there when I joined, so I've no idea what that bus is. If you know what that bus is, put it in the chat.
Two, 223.
Definitely had 223 at Conway. An old one, isn't it? And there is one of the old darts. Oh, that's a SLF, I believe. I think I can't remember what SLF stood for, but it was essentially a dart, but a buggy-friendly dart. The darts that I'm referring to that were on the 7s, they weren't buggy-friendly. They had steps.
Two, 3, 3. JPE 237V and the new variation of the Guy Friday livery.
Even the cars look old, don't they? Everything looks more slick nowadays.
613. 752.
The old bus lane.
Seven, 6, 8.
Old Park and Ride.
113.
So with the Lances, I broke down on one, and the engineer come out to me. This was at Churchill Square, and I said to him, I'm not a great fan of the Lances. Like they're just horrible to drive, cumbersome. And he turned around to me and he said, "Yeah, but if you're ever going to be in an accident, it would be the Lance that you want to be on because they're solid. Like there's no weak points on them. Not that you ever intend on having an accident, but yeah, I don't know many drivers that enjoyed driving the Lances."
Two, 209.
This is, of course, was back in the day when Brighton and Hove had their own. Well, when is that? That is not a Brighton and Hove bus. Who knows what company this bus is? I haven't got a clue. What's that? The 23, 35, 73 going to Crawley. Is that a metro bus?
That's 2-3. Brighton and Hove, 88. Seven 1-1.
Okay, interesting. I did. Oh, it was a Reaver, was it? Fair enough. I remember driving quite a few of those. A lot of those were still there when I joined. Some of them weren't. It was interesting seeing some of the routes as well that we no longer do, or Brighton Hove no longer do. There's another one that I came across. It was back before I was born. So this might test you, Owen. So I'll put the links to all these videos in the description. So this one is Brighton Churchill Square, Western Road, North Street, 1970 and 1973. It's only about 2 minutes long. So let's have a look at how the city centre has changed, shall we? Let's have a little look at how the city centre has changed over the years. So I was born in 1974, just to give some context. And this is my so straight away, look how wide North Street is. Private cars. Look at the cars. It's insane that North Street was once that wide. So this little junction here, it was great for the 60s. You just come out of Churchill Square and straight up that slip road. It was fantastic for that. And many of us were very sad when they pedestrianised that little bit. Up to Imperial Arcade. Oh, that was coming down Imperial Arcade, was it? Oh no. The old Churchill Square. Insane, isn't it? Look at the difference. Look at the buses. And just down here, where was it? Did we just go past it? There used to be a wishing well there. I think that was it. And it used to be the meeting point. When we were kids and you're going out to meet your friends or whatever, you'd say, "Yeah, we'll meet at the wishing well in Churchill Square," and everyone knew exactly where that was, where you were meeting. How wide the road is. Crazy. So, if any bus drivers watch this, imagine driving down North Street with it being this wide. Some of you may even remember it. I remember it being this wide. When I first started, I'm not sure it was quite this wide. They might have started the narrowing down process, but yeah, it was certainly a lot wider than it is now. Now, when you're driving up North Street, if someone steps out, you've got nowhere to go because they've narrowed it down so much. Old Southdown buses and old Brighton Hove buses. Yeah, well, in this one, we're seeing them in service back when they were in service. So let's carry on. Did I change that? No, I didn't. Hello, in search of space. Go for your first stagecoach interview on Wednesday. I'd just like to thank you for the informative insights. You're most welcome and good luck for your interview. Which stagecoach are you going for? Down Stagecoach South, Southeast, or somewhere else in the country? Directs G79, a Reaver bus trainee. Well, good luck to you. I've heard a Reaver are quite good. Obviously, I've never worked for a Reaver. Are you training up in London? Let's carry on with this. Open to private cars as well. That's not a thing now. Okay, that was a interesting video. So this is one that I'm kind of interested in. Brighton and Hove buses training film, 1988, part 1. So this is done by Pete Crutchy. So go and give him a look. Again, I will put the links to all of these in the description below. It says part 1, so I'm assuming there's a part 2. I won't be covering part 2. So let's give this one a little look.
Welcome to the Brighton and Hove Bus and Coach Company and to your new career in the transport industry. The bus industry is one of rapid, exciting changes. Since deregulation and privatisation, there is increased...
Let's see, old Brighton Blue buses. Brighton Corporation, was it? I only ever got on one of those. It was the number 11. Went up to Hangleton. I can't remember the route of it, but I think it went down to Portslade. Pretty much what pretty much what the 16 does now, but I could be very, very wrong on that. I can't really remember.
Competition.
Southbound. Conway Street. That is undergoing a huge transformation, but this section still looks very much like it does now.
Brighton and Hove is a privately owned company and a leading local employer, with its head office and inquiry unit at Conway Street, Hove.
When I joined, this was still the uniform, maroon.
There are also depots at Freshfield Road in central Brighton.
I never went there. I've known drivers that have worked there.
And Whitehawk in East Brighton.
That's interesting. Don't think that's changed at all, to be honest. It looks exactly the same.
Our business is easily seen on the streets of Brighton with our distinctive buses in their red and cream livery.
So the livery has changed somewhat, hasn't it? Look at that. I think when I joined, there were still buses with this livery. I think. I could be wrong. Not many. I think there was just one or two, but I do remember it. Or I might have be remembering before I joined. Is that the road the 47 goes up in Hangleton? Up to St Helens Church would be up the top. It looks like it. Could be. What do you reckon? What do you guys reckon? All right, you're training in Gloucester, are you? Fair enough. Northeast in Darlington. Oh, good luck to you both. Can't see my screen. Yeah, I keep forgetting to change it. That better? Yeah. This hill here. Owen, you might know, actually. Do you reckon that's the hill that the 47 uses? from St Helens Church down to Hangleton Valley, is it? Yeah, I'll keep forgetting to press the button to make it go like this. All right, let's carry on with it. It was quite slow, actually. He looks like he's struggling to get up that hill, doesn't he?
The company is the brand leader in the area, carrying 75% of passengers within our geographical base. The Brighton area is diverse in character. It's a holiday resort with a large population of foreign students in the summer.
Understatement of the year, that timing.
It's a major shopping centre. A commuter town. And an important commercial and industrial area. This means our passengers travel for many different reasons. Carrying 500,000 passengers a week is a major business operation.
Wouldn't go amiss remembering that nowadays. The fact that the passengers are very important, and running the services to time is very important. Oh, 16 uses that hill as well, does it? Fair enough.
It's important to remember that these people are not just passengers, they are our customers. Their fares and custom pay our wages and help our company to expand. They should always be treated with respect and courtesy. Some customers will need your special care and attention. So, where do you fit in the picture? Well, the company employs over 400 professional drivers.
A lot more than that now.
You are the face of the company.
Look at that dashboard. Very minimal, isn't it?
Company to our customers. In a very real sense, you are our salesmen.
So you see, these buses have got stairs on. I was once on a training course, and they were saying that the fact that we now have accessible buses may actually be contributing to making people less abled. Back in the day, when all the buses you had steps on, people had to have a certain amount of mobility in order to get on them. If they couldn't get on the bus, they had to find other methods. Which it was said, and this isn't me saying it, by the way, it was said in a training thing, that actually, because now buses are so accessible, people are just getting on for one stop or whatever, and there's no issue with getting on the buses now. Um, yes, you've got people that have true mobility problems can now get on the buses, but also it's making people lazy, um, and it's actually a contributing factor into the deterioration of um, the fitness and health of the general population who catch buses. Do I buy into that? I'm not sure. I think it has a certain amount of merit, but I think it's a balancing act, isn't it? Obviously, now we can take wheelchair users, which could never get onto buses like this. Um, so yeah, pros and cons, I suppose. So, what did you make of that? Very dated. Um, but yeah, back then as well, or even when I started, there was no county cards, the OAP cards. There was no free travel for anyone, um, and that in turn has meant that you've now got people getting on just for literally one stop, whereas before they'd have maybe walked. So, um, and to be fair, a lot of the county card owners that we pick up, a lot of them say that they should bring back charging for OAPs. Not full price, obviously. Back in the day, it was half price. They're great for getting your change because I always got on and had the right money. Um, but yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, before 9:30, they have to pay anyway, and it would cut down on the people that only travel one stop, which opens up space for people that actually need to get somewhere. So, what do you guys reckon? What do you reckon to those videos? It's interesting seeing things from back in the day, I think. Little trip down memory lane. uh, so yeah, I find that sort of thing quite interesting. I like looking at the history of places. There's a couple of channels that have got footage from like many years ago, like 100 years ago, and it's interesting to see how the streets looked, how what people are wearing, how they were responding to the cameras and so on. Because back then the cameras weren't a normal thing. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave this stream here, only a little short one, just to show my face. Um, thank you very much for watching and contributing. Good luck to Derek's G79 and In Search of Space. with your careers? And your training? Um, and which one of you was going for the interview? In Search of Space, I believe it was. Good luck with your interview with Stagecoach. Hope it all goes well. And yeah, there are links in the description below, especially for you guys becoming bus drivers. Now we're in the winter months. There's a high-vis waterproof coat and waterproof boots, comfortable trousers and stuff like that. All stuff that I use and have used. Also, there is a link to Audible. I like Audible. I use it all the time. I've got so many books with Audible. There's a free trial in the description below. Excellent for on your way to work, for your breaks, stuff like that. And I even listen to it in my turnaround times when I've got a bit of turnaround time. Obviously, it plays on your phone, so you don't actually have to carry a book with you. So yeah, give that a little look as well. That all being said, oh, consider becoming a member. As I said at the start, I've got my first member, which thank you very much, Lewis. And I do. There are 3 tiers. I do, or I have done exclusive live streams. That's in the top tier. Exclusive videos, and that's in the second tier. And in the first tier, you'll get early access to videos when I upload them. So, and to you in Search of Space, good luck to you. So, yeah, give all of that a little look and join and subscribe and do all of that business. And I will see you again in the next one. The video coming out on Wednesday is a body language reading one to a paranormal video, really haunted. So if you're into reading body language or you're just curious, that'll be coming out on Wednesday. I think I messed up the edit a little bit, so I'm still learning the process of making those kind of videos. So forgive me for that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time.